So recently I made a podcast on how to make peace with bad decisions in your past. And I talk about not being Catholic until I was 25 and all the things that I did that I used to feel bad about. And the funny thing about this podcast episode is I recorded it, but my microphone was off and it had no sound. So the one that you heard was the second one that I recorded. And one of the things that I said in the first episode that I didn't include in the second episode was making peace with decisions you've made around hobbies or spending money. And this is slightly different. It's just a different flavor. But let's say that you popped up and you told your husband, I'm going to take up knitting. I love knitting. It's going to be great. And you spent really like $200. I feel like we always spend about $200 on any like new thing that we're excited about. And then you do it, you don't like it, and you don't continue knitting. And then you do it with needle felting. And then you do it with making your own kombucha, whatever it is, right? And then eventually you just form this opinion of yourself that you cannot be trusted to know what you like and to make good decisions. And so then you play small. You kind of are cower in a little bit and you stop reaching for these things. And I want you to make peace with that. That it was a good decision for you at the time, or it was the best decision that you could make, and you made it earnestly with good intentions, but it doesn't mean that that's who you are. And if you want to make more prudent decisions in the future, that's totally possible. So maybe you find a new hobby and then you remember, instead of dumping $200 into this because I don't know if I'm going to like it, maybe I can borrow something from one of my friends who already spent $200 on it and see if I like it. Right? There are just ways that you can dip your toes in, but don't let it keep you scared. Don't let it keep you from trying things. And so I just think this is a slightly different flavor of, making peace with decisions that you've made in your past. So go check out that episode on iTunes or Spotify or wherever podcasts are, Made for Greatness. I think it's a really powerful episode that will help lighten the burden of whatever you're kind of dragging with you from the past. We just want to let that go so that we feel light and free walking into the future, making new decisions with the Lord.